Look at this cool little dog. Oh my gosh. What kind of dog is it? Chihuahua. Is it? Yeah. So tiny. Welcome to the video series, How to Build Your Food Truck with me, Frank Baltieres. And in today's video, just as I show you how you can build your own food truck, I also have my own food truck that I've been telling you guys about, which is Rolling Burritos. And today was our first event. We haven't opened up because of winter and all that stuff that happens here in the Midwest. So it's been about a year. And I did have a small issue that I have to fix when I go back home today. My propane regulator, that's right there underneath, is having almost like a glitch. It's not letting all the propane come out. I had this issue last year and I was like, you know what, maybe it'll work this year. You know, I kind of hammer it, bang it, maybe the regulator's stuck inside, but it didn't work. So I have to swap that out. So I'm gonna show you how you do that. And then today we were invited to a really cool event. It was a private event. It's called a pet parade. Never heard of it. Never been to such an event. As you can see, well, actually earlier it was lined with a bunch of dogs. There was a lady here with like 6 Rottweilers, but they were lined with just kept going and going and going. It's actually been a really good turnout for our first event of the year. And when I go back, I'm gonna change out that propane regulator. I'm gonna show you how to do that, because being a food truck owner, I believe we should be able to like fix little things that happen in our food truck, and that's where I like to show you guys how to do it. One, you can build it out yourself, but also little maintenance things that happen, you want to also be able to do it, because you don't want to rely on calling somebody every single time if it's something super simple that we can fix together. So when we go back, I'm going to show you how we change that propane regulator. We have about an hour left, maybe about 50 minutes left of this event. So for now, here it is. The Pet Parade, our event number 1 of the year with Rolling Burritos. And then my Westinghouse generator. As I mentioned, make sure that you take care of your generator, change out your oil, change out your spark plug, clean your air filter. And then this is that generator plug that you make that connects on there. Propane tanks, everything that I show you on the food truck build with me, Frank Baltieres. As I said, I also have my own food truck, so just to show you how to build it, I also work it on special private events that we do. Again, I'm Frank Baltieres in the Chicagoland area. Let's do this maintenance that we have to do. Taking the truck out for the first time in, man, it's been a while, about a year. A couple of things you got to check: make sure that your generator works, make sure that your oil, you have oil, gas. I use premium on here. This is my generator, Westinghouse 4500, which pumps about 30 amps of power. I just changed the oil yesterday, make sure that it works. Fill up your propane tanks. These are my 2 30-pound tanks that I have, and I fill them up at just the local Menards, or there's also like the rental places that you can do it. I do not exchange them, I just have them refilled. And then I have my power ready right there. So little check marks, buying food, obviously, all that fun stuff that comes with prepping food. But that's the main arteries of the outside, which is your propane and your electricity. So get those ready. Make sure you change your oil, your spark plugs on your generator, so that thing can last for hours and hours and hours. Let me tell you guys something crazy, because it always happens at the end. If you guys see here, now my regulator turned out nice right at the end. You believe that? I think it was giving me like a test. So now I'm hesitant if I'm gonna swap it out. But that's how my propane regulator works. It's made by Fairview or Fairway, I think, one of the two. And this is supposed to be green if you have a full propane tank, and then obviously as it goes less and less, it goes more into there. But now it's green. Earlier it was just white, so it wasn't getting a good propane connection. There's a new propane tank that I have for Big Red, so I brought it over here and I brought it here. But this is mine. I have 2 tanks like this. There's a new one that I brought just in case, and I'm glad I brought it, because that's the one that I'm using. But there you go, that's how it's supposed to look when it's working properly, is the green little indicator right there. So I'm hesitant to swap it. We'll see if it handles the next event. If not, then we'll do it. So we received a special delivery today. These are the food pans that are gonna go inside the chef base. This again is my 72-inch chef base, along with my 36-inch griddle, 24-inch burner, charbroiler, and 12-inch burner. So those are all right there. And in here, I already laid these in there just to show you guys how it looks. Inside here, it's like that, because they do not come with these monsters in there. They're expensive, man. I was like, dude, crazy stuff. Like 40 bucks a piece almost. So there you go. These are the ones that I bought. They're made by Volrath. I like them because they're shiny. And Volrath has always made a great product, but these are it right here. Volrath Super, what is it at? Super Pan? Is that what it says? Super Pan, right there. NSF rated, stainless steel. Phenomenal product. Like I said, it's nice and shiny, which is what I like. These are 2.5 inches deep, and then I'm gonna put some right there in the food warmer. And then just like that, this side over here is also ready to rock and roll. This is the space that you need underneath here for the water. They have these food warmers called sealed well and open well. It's all like confusing. I have to like Google it a few times to find out what it is. I guess one of them, the difference is you keep water at the bottom right there, and then to take it out, you kind of have to like I don't know how you take out this other pan in here. There's another pan right there, and then this you have to like dump it out, and then the other one has almost like a drain in it, and one of them is used for like fries and stuff like that. The other one is used for like vegetables, like meats and stuff. Like you could put like broccoli in here and keep it nice and warm. As far as I know, that's what I know. I only use a Volrath table warmer that you put water and then you put this on top. That's what I use on my truck. Today I'm going to show you guys a couple things that I'm working on Big Red here on the trailer. One of them is I'm going to clean everything out right back here. I'm going to clean all that garbage out. Actually, it's not garbage, it's just things that I have used during construction, like the insulation, the water tank, the FRP. I'm just going to keep 2 pieces of FRP because on the roof here, I'm going to change it just a hair. I'm going to use white aluminum, 0.040 thick white aluminum. I think it works a little bit better than FRP on the ceiling, especially because I don't like, sometimes it gets a little bit of like a wave, and I'm not a big fan of that. I like a nice clean finish. So I'm going to use white aluminum right here on the ceilings, just so we're on the same page. And also, the reason I'm going to clean this out is I'm going to put the flooring in. I'm not going to show you guys specifically step by step how to do the flooring because I have other videos that I have done on the flooring. I'm going to show you the one I use, and I'm going to protect this FRP right here with red rosin paper. I just picked it up at Home Depot, so I'm going to lay that down, protect the FRP that's on the door that I've already installed. This is the ramp door, not the barn style door that I have. So I'm going to be stepping on this, so I want to cover this up, but I'm going to clean this out, get it ready for flooring. I'm going to put some adhesive and then the flooring, which I'm going to show you guys what kind I use. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's better than diamond plate in my opinion. A little bit more sensitive to heat. You don't want to drop anything on there because of the style of flooring. But let me show you what it is. Let me clean this out. Let me protect this, and let's get ready to install the flooring next. Before I forget, if you guys do need more one-on-one help, send an email to rollingburritosfoodtruck@gmail.com. Woo, man, there was a lot of stuff in here. As you can see, cleaned it all up. I am ready to put my, I'm using Husky Coin Gray flooring. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. This right here I wanted to show you because your trailer might not have it, but some do. This little hole right here, actually it was for these D-rings that come on the trailer. So what I'm going to do is take a hole saw and cut a circular hole right here so I can plug this up. These are about 3 inches. So that's what I'm going to do next, just so I can bring in my roll of Husky Coin Gray flooring. It's a piece that's 7 by 17. No, sorry, 7.5 feet by 17 feet. And I think they make them wider as well and longer. They're custom cut. So that's what I'm going to use here. But I just wanted to show you the cleanliness. Look at that. That's the last time we're going to see it like this, because we're going to start going with the floors and then the rest of the stuff here that we need. The one-on-one consultation, I started just because I received it as a huge request from emails and comments on the YouTube. Let's talk a little bit about the flooring now. Let me take a break. That's my excuse to be able to talk to you guys, because to roll this up here, it is heavy, bulky, heavy. You might need a second person to help you out here. Just know that I have done it by myself before, but with 2 people, super duper easy, because you can just like pull it, align it, make sure that it's right on the edge. If you guys can see here, I haven't even cut it yet, but this is how it's gonna end up. This is a full 1-piece coin gray flooring, 7.5 feet wide, 17 feet long. I do know they make them in longer lengths. Obviously 17, you can cut it if you need to, but this is what I need for my trailer, 7.5 by 17. And then I'm just gonna trim around the edges, and then I'm gonna silicone, making sure that it's nice and watertight. Whenever you mop here, you wanna make sure that the water doesn't go into the plywood. As I said, there is another way to do this. You can use aluminum diamond plate. However, they do not come in a full sheet. I don't think you'll ever find a 17-foot long piece of diamond plate that's 7.5 feet wide that I know of. But even if you did, to get it in here, to align it, to cut it, to do all that stuff in one sheet, that's a tough one. So that's why I go with this coin gray flooring that you see here. Just to answer the question, I did buy this from Home Depot. It's a Husky brand. But I was looking online today and they do not have it. They're out of stock. So you might have to either back order it, wait, or find another place to buy it. If I see it on Amazon, I'll link it here with an affiliate link. That way you guys can buy it, make it super easy for you guys. But this is one piece of coin gray flooring, all one sheet, super nice. And then I put the anti-fatigue mats on there that help out like when you're working. They're the rubber ones. They're thick, they're heavy, and they go, I buy 3 of them to fit right here in all my cooking space where I'm going to be walking every single time I'm in here. And this protects this flooring as well. So that's kind of the tip that I can give you for the flooring. What I'm going to do to glue it down is I'm going to take this half right here, roll it halfway up, glue it all on this side, and then roll it back down. And then I'm going to take this half, roll it up, and then put the glue back here, and then put it down. And then I'm going to, as I said, trim all this before I glue it. That way it's already like done. Whenever I like lay it back down, it'll fit nice and perfectly right in that little space that you have here. What else can I tell you about this floor? That's about it. There's a roller that I use when I put the adhesive down. That way it makes contact everywhere. But there you go. That's the flooring that I used. Any questions, drop them in the comments. But let me finish up this flooring here. I just wanted to tell you what I did here. So let's get to it. Frank Baltieres, let's do the flooring. As promised in the beginning of the video, coming over back to my food truck, which is Rolling Burritos. This is my propane regulator that I have on here, the changeover regulator. You guys can see it's the same one, Rolling Burritos. I still haven't taken off this propane tank, which I will eventually. But this is what I use. It's made by Fairview right there. That's the new one that I have. I actually had one extra, and I'm going to swap it over. If you guys can see down at the bottom, there's a special piece that I use, which is this one right here. It's called a reducing elbow, 3/4 to 3/8. 3/4 is what goes into the trailer, which is going into the trailer there. And then 3/8, it's what goes into the regulator. That's the factory installed size, 3/8 right there. So I don't want to like reduce it or, you know, change it from like 1/2 inch to 3/8. I wanted to keep it 3/8. So I ordered this special from Grainger. They ship it pretty quick, so you can get it like in a day or two. But I found it at Grainger. It's a 3/4 to 3/8 reducing elbow black pipe. And I also ordered these propane pigtails. So all this is going to be new. All I'm going to do is obviously unhook it from the propane tanks, take out the little pigtails, and then just spin this. I'm going to take out that Z bracket that you see back there. That's also something that you order separate. Right there, the Z bracket. And then I'm just going to spin it. Literally just spin it lefty loosey, righty tighty, as they say. And then I'm going to take out this reducing elbow. I'm going to put it all brand new. And then there's going to be a nipple there of 3/4 inch gas line. And then I'm just going to put this all together, spin it right back around to the right, let it end up in the same spot, put the Z bracket back on there, put the pigtails on there, and just like that, that's how I change out this propane regulator. You could say there's the new one, then I'm going to swap it out for that one. So I just wanted to give you the brief overview of how that change is going to go. There's nothing else extra that I'll do besides exactly how I walked you through it. I'm not going to show you how I did it. I'm just literally just walking you through how I did it, just because I want to be able to upload this video, and I just wanted to walk you through this right now. But I'll be working on this and changing this out. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Big Red is getting its flooring. Rolling Burritos is getting its new propane regulator. And then we're going to keep moving on with the project with Big Red. And then going onto the walls, the ceiling, the lights, and all that fun stuff. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Frank Baltieres on how to build your food truck.